the void again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
I told you, dear. When you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Isn't this... well... it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't forget.
Would you like to tell me what you did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, what is your name?
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
I miss you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
This is where we should meet our contact, from the Colomar Furniture Workshop.
How long do we have to wait?
As long as it takes.
Who's there?
We'll be picking up ballots.
Damn it, I need to pee. Huh? Probably nothing, but... All right, let me take a look around.
What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
Has the wall of light been acting up?
No. The technical officer came by and said... Why? He looked at the wall of light, then climbed up to check the windmill.
I'll check around here.
Where did you go?
Let's have a look.
You look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrists for all I care. Did you bring me something? The silver cigarette case, like we agreed?
No, listen, I won't steal anything else. I'm lucky to have room and board at one of the finest places in Karnaca. I can't lose this job.
Oh, really? You like being a servant? Polishing and dusting?
The place smells of lavender and antique furniture. Not like the dust district where the soot makes your teeth gray.
Is that any way to talk about the place where we got our start, Beatrix? You're too good for street dust now.
Something... No.
And all the little people who make this crazy, This is the Duke. This is the Duke. Our rightful Delilah calls first of her name. May she reign forever. Some traitors, her claim to the throne, morally, deviant, treasonous nation.
Ashworth is somewhere inside the Royal Conservatory.
Serconos will fight for Delilah, to the bitter end.
I don't think they accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new Empress, Delilah.
Poor Lucinda. She wanted to raise the blood briar, but cannot. After trying to make gravehounds for weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails.
That's just the way it is, dear Parmelia. Delilah wears the outsider's mark, and some of what she can do flows down to us.
It doesn't seem fair.
Think about working your fingers raw, weaving nets, or raising cows to slaughter. Any of the gifts we receive is better than living under the boot.
That's true and fine. A wise way to look at things. But it won't help Lucinda rise any higher in Delilah's favor. Brianna,
How did Jindosh die? Someone got inside that strange house of his.
I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
Ashworth is influencing the oracular order. Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
where's this man carrying Jindosh? Let's have a look around.
Come on, don't be shy. Huh.
There, me help you!
I like that.
Better search the place. Who's that? Need some fresh meat, and they're going to get it.
After Delilah fell to the assassin tower, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world.
Find anything? Be thorough, my sisters. We need to protect our mistress from this threat.
Are you...
Ready your thorns, lady.
Who's there?
Settle down.
Is someone there?
Disloyalty, will not be tolerated.
Somebody's down!
Look at Duncan Bale. Fred. He's a patriot. He's a patriot. Man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of silver.
This isn't...
I asked him to double the number of mine workers. He did it. No questions. No complaints. You belong in a prison. Karnaka needed minor support, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Serkonan spirit.
What's going on here? Squeeze this here to there.
This explains why the woman you call Megan Foster has been skulking around.
Gone and somewhere else.
When I killed you, your little girl was...
Anyone!
Your troops.
I don't want to die! Someone protect me!
You're not so proud now, are you?
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.